Hey, what's up, everybody? Good morning. It is Monday, April 23rd. First, a little announcement. It is Monday, as I mentioned, so of course I will be writing the new issue of MMT Trader. That will be out later today. If you want to get that, and if you were not on the distribution list, just go to my website, pitbulleconomics.com, and sign up for a 30-day free trial. In the meantime, while you're waiting for the new issue to come out later, you could download and read the back issues. They're all there on the website. So that's at pitbulleconomics.com. So I guess the main feature, three things going on, all interrelated here with a backstory. Number one, 10-year Treasury yield just slightly below 3%, 2.996%. I told you that we were going to break the line. We haven't yet. We got to get over 3%. That line might be broken. I don't know. But we are definitely going to go over 3%. I said that a long time ago. I've been continuing to say that. I've been trying to give you understanding. And the understanding is that when the monopolist, the central bank, the Fed says they are raising rates, there is no line in the world that can stop that from happening. I mean, they might take their time in raising rates, which is what they are doing, but until they tell you definitively that they have stopped raising rates, or even better, that they are now cutting rates, until they tell you that, and again, the beauty of this game is that those in power, they tell you what they are going to do. And they're very happy to do that. So they're literally handing you a big bushel of money, and most of you are saying, no, I don't want it. I want to look at my line that I drew, my beautiful line that I drew on my chart. It's going through the line, folks. So you have rising rates, and it happened kind of quickly because just a little over a week ago, we were at down around 270, 2.74, 2.75, something like that. So it popped up and everybody thought, I read all the commentary, 3%, that's it. The rate rise is over, 3%, that's the... No, it's not. It's over when they tell you it's over. It's not over until the fat lady sings, and the fat lady in this case is the Federal Reserve. All right, so you have that going on. So, of course, all the zombies are very agitated now. They're running around with their heads cut off. So what's happening? Of course, same old reflex reaction, which has never worked in the past, but more importantly, which is fundamentally wrong, which lacks fundamental understanding of the monetary system and the effect of policy and the effect of rates on exchange rates, etc. So you have the knee-jerk dollar buying that is going on. A lot of it is short covering because there was a lot of positions in currencies, or I should say a lot of short dollar positions that are being unwound. Now, as I said last week, these bear market rallies are known to be vicious. They are brutal. They make it look like everything is reversing, but it is not. Remember, I did a video not too long ago where I said if the market was a living thing, if it was a person, if it was an animate object as opposed to an inanimate object, its sole purpose and sole job would be to fool you and deceive you and trick you. And I think many of you right now are probably falling into the trap that, this time it's going to be different. When they raise rates the 7th time, the dollar is finally going to start to take off. No, the dollar is not going to take off on higher rates. Higher rates equate to price setting higher, which is inflationary, which means that your money buys less. So it's absolutely incongruous with the idea that that the dollar should fetch a higher exchange value when you're literally debasing it. I mean, you're deflating it, you're inflating it. Number one. Number two, it is a fiscal expansion. So this is really money printing. They're printing money. Where are these guys? They should be saying it now. They were saying it at a time when the Fed was conducting QE and setting rates down to zero, when that was literally unprinting money, the removal of income, okay? Price adjustment lower, deflationary. And they were all saying, they're printing money. They're printing money. It wasn't happening. Now it is happening. You do not hear those guys. You do not hear those guys. They should be out there saying it. And I would be the first one to say, yes, you got it right for once. They're not saying it. So what are rate hikes? They are price adjustments higher. That is inflationary. That does not result in a stronger exchange value of the currency. They are fiscal expansions, which literally means printing money. Okay, government is a net payer of interest. So you have all that going on. I mean, and if you look at the history, December 2015, when the Fed first started to reverse course and raise interest rates, the dollar index was at, I believe, 98. Went up a little bit after that. Now it's down to 90 or 91 today, maybe. It went as low as 89 recently, or 88 something. Dollar yen at the time of December 2015 was at 121. Now it's at 108. And by the way, it's at 108 today after a big rally. It just had, or I should say, a big sell. The dollar had a big rally. It was recently at 105 something, or even maybe in the 104 handle. I don't remember. The euro was 104. Today it's 122, and it was recently 124. So I mean, rates went up 6 times. You had the 10-year Treasury yield go from 1.4% to 3%, and the dollar is down. But they don't look at that. They don't care about that. They ignore that. The incredible thing about this, the amazing thing about this, the astonishing thing about this is right there in front of their faces is the evidence. It's right there. The market is literally, again, if the market was a living thing, it would be laughing hysterically, unable to breathe because of that laughter, because it's like, here, I am showing you, look, I am showing you the evidence of what happens. And they're like, no, no, no. This time it's going to be different. And finally, the other thing tied all into this is gold. What are the zombies doing? They're selling gold. But again, we can go back to the example. In December 2015, right when the Fed first switched course on monetary policy and started to raise rates for the first time in 9 years, at that time, gold was at $1,045 an ounce. 6 rate hikes later, and more than a doubling of the 10-year Treasury yield, right? More than a 100% increase in interest rates over that course of time. Gold is at $1,330, up 30%. And again, that's the market shoving it in these guys' faces, saying, look, this is what happens. And they're like, no, 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 we want to do the opposite. We want to do the opposite. You see? So it really is amazing. I mean, you could write a psychological thesis on this behavior, about self-sabotage, about belief systems, about dogma, right? And how, I mean, if you can't see how people kind of destroy themselves, how they lead themselves to ruin. I mean, this is so obvious. This is so obvious. If you can, you might be one of these people, and then, you know, it's called cognitive dissonance. You don't want to accept the truth because that creates great conflict within you internally. Conflict against your belief system. You see the truth. A lot of these people see the truth, but the conflict created internally makes them deny that truth in order to justify their belief system, in order to rationalize their belief system, in order to keep their belief system alive and valid in their own minds. And that just means money for me, money for my... Now, I'll be honest. It's not easy sometimes to ride through these panicky, crazy moments of the zombies. I am short the dollar and it's running up through my nose. All right, I'm sitting here and normally I don't look at the market. I don't care because, I just wait and let it happen. And when the time comes, I'm there with my bushel basket collecting my money. But I have to look right now because they're running it up. I did a lot of new dollar short selling last week to add to my position, and they're running it up right through my nose today. And I cannot sit here and tell you because I have a lot of followers, and if I sat here and told them, hey, I'm cool with that, they'd know I'd be lying. I'm on their side. I'm trying to help. I feel the same feelings as you are feeling right now. I feel your anxiety. I feel your stress. But you want to know something? Here's maybe where I'm a little bit different than the rest of you. I fight against that. I reframe it in my mind. And I embrace it. And I know that I've been there before. And I'll be there again. And guess what? It always comes out in my favor. As long as you have self-control, as long as you do not allow your emotions to take control of you and take hold of you and change your behavior and cause you to sabotage yourself, you will be okay. The market can do nothing to you, nothing, as long as you have mental game and you are in control. You are in control of your own destiny, not the market, not some line on a chart, not what somebody says. Nothing. None of those things matter. None of those things matter. All right, everybody, remember, pitbulleconomics.com. Sign up for a 30-day free trial. See everybody later. Bye-bye.